And we're going to be making an enlarged flower collage today, kind of in the style of Georgia O'Keeffe, which there's information about her life and her work posted along with this assignment. So you can read that when you get a chance to get some background information. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make my flower kind of come from the corner of my paper. So it looks really big, and we're just going to see one section of it. So proportion kind of deals with the size of things in artwork. So we're going to kind of pretend that we're zooming in on this flower and that it has a really close, almost like that you're a bumblebee kind of flying in and you're landing on the flower. And then what would it look like when you're that close to it? So I'm going to make, this is actually the center of my flower. We're only going to see a quarter of it. And we're going to glue it down to the corner of my paper. All right. And just a regular glue stick is fine for this. You don't need any type of fancy glue. And I have two colors of paper here. I have blue and I have pink. So I'm going to alternate my petals using that paper. So I'm just going to cut out, if you want to draw this first, that's fine. I'm just going to kind of freehand cut my petal shapes. So I'm going to have one here. I think I need about 3. Do one more. They don't all have to be exactly the same shape or exactly the same size. That's fine if they're a little bit different. And I'll do my last one. So this is just regular construction paper. You can use construction paper. If you have gift wrap paper lying around the house and you want to use that, that's fine. If you have pages from a magazine, that's fine too. All right, so I'm going to line them up. So you can see the edge of my white paper is here and the bottom is here. Okay, and I've just lined my flower up in the corner so it's kind of extending into the area of the paper. All right, so now I'm going to make my blue petals. I'm going to do exactly the same thing. And I haven't glued anything down yet, so because I want to wait and kind of do the arrangement. So do that last. Make your petals first, and then glue them down last. So this way you have some control over what's going to be happening here. All right, so I have 3 pink petals and 3 blue petals and my yellow center of my flower. All right, and the way I'm going to glue it down is I'm going to alternate. So it's going to be a pink and then a blue, and then a pink and then a blue, and I'm going to just put glue on the bottom of my page. And they can overlap a little bit, which means that one thing can be over the other. So I'll put down my blue one. So like I said, you can use any color paper for this. You just want 2 different types, so 2 different colors, or if you're using gift wrap, 2 different patterns, so that you can see that you're making kind of 2 different types of petals. So this pink petal is going to go a little bit over this blue petal. I'll glue my next blue one down. And then my pink. And I'm still letting some of that yellow center show, so make sure you don't cover it up all the way. And then my blue. And then my last pink one. Now this is going to stick off a little bit on my paper, so I'll just trim that. So I'm going to take my paper, I'm going to actually flip it over, and if you see this pink edge kind of sticking out, I'm just going to trim it right up against the edge. Oops. All right, and then for your final step, You can take some markers, or crayons, any of those would be fine. And you can start to make some smaller flowers in your background. So we're going to have the relationship between the one really large flower and then some of these smaller flowers that are going to be drawn on. And it's going to make this large flower look even larger because it's kind of against this background of some small flowers. So I'm going to finish coloring in my flowers. I'll post my finished image on the classroom assignment, and I look forward to seeing your proportional flowers.